Hello everyone and welcome to the live stream. I hope that you're all doing good tonight. I have a couple of things that I want to rant about. I'm hoping that the YouTube connection is stable during my last live stream. I basically couldn't live stream because YouTube just was giving me so many damn problems. So I'm hoping that the stream is going good for you guys. I think the pre-screen, there was no problem, so I'm hoping that everything's gonna be just fine. But welcome everyone. Tonight, I've got a couple of things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about Bioware confirming the Mass Effect Legendary Edition Trilogy Remaster and a new future game. A lot of us are big fans of Mass Effect, and to see a Legendary Edition of the past trilogy be remastered is super cool, but I also am pretty interested to talk about their little teaser for the new future game because they didn't say much about it, but they did say that they have a veteran team working on it, which is super interesting to me, just because we don't know what this team entails of, who it entails of, I should say. But I think that we all can appreciate that they've brought a veteran team together for a new game. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly what a veteran team means in this situation. We're going to be talking about Microsoft setting its sights on Sony's home turf in the game console clash. So as a lot of you know, the Xboxes have never sold particularly well in Japan. Of course, that's Sony's home turf, as this article says, and the PlayStations always do great. But now apparently Microsoft is saying Sony isn't capitalizing on the market that they have, and they're taking a shot at Sony, saying we'll appreciate the market more than you ever would, and we are definitely going to do our best to sell our products in Japan. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to be talking about Johnny Depp, the base situation that happened not very long ago, and a really big update to it that actually was announced today. So Johnny Depp had resigned from Harry Potter franchise at request of Warner Brothers. So as a lot of you know, I did a previous video on it. Johnny Depp lost his case versus The Sun. He did lose that, unfortunately, and a lot of us speculated that that could potentially be, I don't know, a death blow to his career, just because we know how Hollywood is. As soon as a male is accused of anything, they're cut off. As soon as they lose a case, they're cut off. It's not the same way with women. And he, the other day, was actually asked to resign from Fantastic Beasts, and he did it. Of course, they probably said you can resign and it'll sound a little bit better, or we'll just totally fire you. But, aha! Brand new update only just a couple hours ago. Warner Brothers has to pay out Johnny Depp's 8-figure salary for Fantastic Beasts 3 because he shot, listen to this, he shot one scene. He shot one scene for Fantastic Beasts 3, and his contract says, as soon as I film something, you owe me my salary. So Warner Brothers fired someone super big, Johnny Depp. There are plenty of people who are going to boycott this movie now, not see it, not asked, not asking for another movie, and plenty of people that are just going to abandon the franchise now, and Warner Brothers gets what they deserve for firing Johnny Depp and keeping Amber Heard. They now have to pay him all of the money they owe him, even though they're not using anything that he filmed and he is not going to be in the movie anymore. So honestly, this is a huge, huge win for Johnny Depp. And I also wanted to talk about The Mandalorian. This has been something that's been really big over the past, like, 24 hours. I haven't gotten a chance to talk about it yet, but Pedro Pascal. I can't believe he did all of this. He compared Donald Trump voters to Nazis. We've heard of actors doing a lot of dumb stuff. We have heard about a lot of actors making rude, stuck-up comments that are just so out of this world that you wouldn't think is real. You would say, no, they wouldn't really say that. And unfortunately, Pedro Pascal is just completely off his rocker now. He is the Mandalorian in The Mandalorian. He is also in Wonder Woman, and he did it. And he's actually attacked several Fandom Menace members' channels. He has made quite a few statements towards geeks and gamers, and I just kind of wanted to cover the situation, just because honestly, I can't believe that an actor would be dumb enough to do this. We've seen actors, like I said, do some dumb stuff, but apparently now he's gone off the deep end, and it's very unfortunate because The Mandalorian was it's truly one of the few good things left about Star Wars in 2020. Over the past couple of years, we haven't gotten many good things out of Star Wars. And, you know, that's just my opinion. Some of you might agree, some of you might disagree. But now, we're seeing the main star just kind of say all of the wrong things. So those are the topics that we're going to cover tonight, but before we get into them, welcome everyone. I hope that you're all doing well. Is the stream laggy at all? Are there any problems? And if you're watching this back, if you're watching the video and you're not here live, well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hope that your night's going well. Depp's a terrible actor, but he does deserve a fair trial. See, I kind of disagree with that, Matt, because while I think that Johnny Depp has definitely had some lacking roles, I do think that he is good in specific roles. I think he was good as Grindelwald. I think that he was good as Jack Sparrow. Yeah, he's not the type of actor that I like to see in super serious roles. And some of the roles that he's been in definitely haven't been amazing. But I do think that he's been in a couple that were really good and that just really suited him. So I'll agree to disagree with you. And yeah. Sasha Banks is in The Mandalorian Season 2. Yeah, she is. It's true. Everyone thought that she was Ahsoka. It's like, how did you think that she was Ahsoka? She wasn't, like... No, she's not Ahsoka. I thought Star Wars was crap. Huh? Question mark? The current state of Star Wars is terrible. Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's so little that's good about Star Wars at this point in time, but I still think that some of what Star Wars was and some canon that exists is still good. I've never said that Star Wars is a lost cause. I just think that these companies seriously need to get their shit together and respect canon and have their writers respect canon. I wouldn't say Star Wars is a lost cause, though. And I definitely wouldn't say that everything about Star Wars at this point sucks. Just most of everything, unfortunately. Edward Scissorhands and Ed Wood were the last Depp roles. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I think that he's been good in some things. I definitely think that he's been not as good in a couple of roles, I'll be honest. But I think that overall he's done a pretty good job at most of the things that he's been in. Mando sucks. I thought that The Mandalorian Season 1 was... It was really good. It was pretty good. I don't want to call it amazing. Did definitely have some flaws, but I thought that it was pretty good. Yeah, I thought that it was pretty good. So no problems tonight on the connection. Ooh, wow. It was rough last live stream. It was fucking rough last live stream, I'll be honest. Sat here for an hour and a half. It sucked. Well, it was great to be able to talk to all of you. And, oh, I also have a rant that at the end, we're gonna fucking rant about the next generation of consoles and how apparently now I'm not getting my console's launch day. And I'm going to save that for the very end because there's a lot of emotions. There's disappointment. There's frustration. There's a little bit of everything not good mixed in there. So I'm gonna rant about that at the end. But apparently, there's no launch consoles for me soon. Not on launch day, at least. She's pissed. Fuck, yeah. Yeah, I am. It's okay tonight. Good. I'm glad that there's no problems. I'm glad YouTube is not censoring me tonight. I think the Mandalorian was unambitious and safe, but still worth watching. I would say that in some ways it was ambitious, but I would say this story wasn't. Not gonna be here at the end? Well, it will go up. I don't remove my live streams. You'll be able to watch my live streams later on, but it's gonna be a rant, so I figured I'd save it for the end. I'll save it for the end. Alright, you guys, so let's start with the first topic of the night, which, what do we want to start with? Want to start with Bioware? Want to start with something positive, you guys? How about we start with something positive, and then we'll slowly but surely move to the more negative and the more negative. So, the first topic of the night that I wanted to discuss was Bioware. Now, as you all know, Bioware has been a pretty iffy company over the past couple of years. And Bioware used to be such a great company. We all used to look up to Bioware. They could do no wrong. And then came along Mass Effect Andromeda. And at that point, I feel like we all were very disappointed with the state of Mass Effect. A lot of us were pretty disappointed. What year was it? What year? 2012. I thought it was 2011. Well, it was the beginning of 2012. We were all pretty disappointed with what happened. And now BioWare, many years later, has decided they're gonna slowly crawl out of the shadow when it comes to Mass Effect, and they have confirmed a Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the Trilogy Remaster, and a new future game. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit worried about them talking about a new future game, just with the state of the previous game, but I am always for next chances. I am always looking for companies to do better, to do something good, and to change up what they were doing previously. And they definitely need to change what they were doing previously, because what they were doing previously fucking sucked. I'm sorry, BioWare. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be too mean, but what you were doing before was bad. It was bad. 1 second, you guys. I'm just trying to fix something on my YouTube dashboard really quickly, and then we'll be good. Okay, we're good. So this is a Forbes article. It is by Paul Tassi. Hit or miss with articles, let's be honest. But BioWare confirms Mass Effect Legendary Edition Trilogy Remaster and future game. So it's been one of the worst kept secrets of the year, but today on the N7 Day, the famed Mass Effect holiday, BioWare has confirmed that yes, they are releasing Mass Effect's Legendary Edition, a remaster of the original trilogy. Now, I feel like most of us here, most of you listening, have played a Mass Effect game. Mass Effect is, I would say, a pretty staple franchise for a gamer to play. I think that we all, or most of us, have very fond memories of Mass Effect, and to hear a remaster of the original trilogy brings a lot of joy, at least to me. This is really why I want to talk about this, because Mass Effect is a franchise I have a lot of love for, I have a lot of respect for, and I've always hoped that we'd get a remaster of previous games. And of course, as we will read in a second, to hear that they are working on a new Mass Effect game is extremely exciting for someone who has that nostalgia for the franchise. So it says, yes, that's correct. It's a remaster, not a full remake, as between all of their ongoing projects, I just don't imagine that they had the bandwidth for that. It will include all single-player content for all 3 games, including all of the bonus and DLC content. It will be out in spring 2021 for last-gen consoles and PC, with targeted enhancements on the Series X and PlayStation 5. Now, this is a little bit of a point of controversy. This is a problem that quite a few people are having, because it is only remasters and it's not full remakes. Now, I'll be honest, I wish that we were getting a remaster of one. I mean a remake, sorry, I fucked that up. I wish that we were getting a full remake of one, just because I've always imagined what a remake could be like and what it could entail, but I do want to say If they wanted to go for a trilogy, this is the way that they do it. Because they're remastering all 3 of the games, all of the content that came with the original games, and I do think that that's a good idea. But I know that there are a lot of people that are very disheartened with the fact that they didn't go for remakes, they went for remasters. Remakes take a very long time, and these remasters, I'm sure, weren't an overnight thing either. I'm sure it's taken them quite a long time for the remasters, but full remakes, if you wanted a remake of each game, 3 remakes, this bundle wouldn't be out for another 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, because they're brand new games. So could they have just went the route of remaking 1 and then maybe 2? Yeah, they could have, but they ultimately didn't decide to, and I don't think that a remaster is bad. But it says, here are a few of the upgrades coming according to the just published blog post. For many months now, our team at Bioware has been hard at work updating the textures and shaders, models, effects, and technical features of these 3 enormous games. Our goal was not to remake or reimagine the original games, but to modernize the experience so that fans and new players can experience the original work in its best possible form. It's been amazing to see the adventures of Commander Shepard take on a new life in super sharp resolution, faster frame rates, and beautiful visual enhancements. When remasters were all the rage a few years ago, it remains somewhat perplexing why BioWare wasn't remastering one of the most beloved trilogies of all time. According to behind-the-scenes reporting from a few months ago, reportedly Mass Effect 1 proved challenging to update compared to the others, and why this project, originally planned for release this fall, is now coming out next year. We don't know. Now, I don't know if we have any game developers in here, probably not. Most of us don't know what it's like to have to remaster a game that's that old, that's from that many years ago. I'm sure that it, yes, does prove difficult, and the older the games get, the more difficult it is to remaster, which is why a lot of the time we hear about companies deciding to, yeah, maybe like add graphical patches and stuff, but remake games because they can reimagine them. It's nostalgia, and let's be honest, remakes always sell well, or most of the time they sell well. We have Demon Souls coming out this week, which is a remake. We've had Final Fantasy VII's remake. I mean, most remakes do really well, which is why a lot of companies decide to do that, but we have heard that remasters cost much less than creating, 3 remakes of these games, so it's that profit margin, it's less work and more profit, and a remaster of the Mass Effect trilogy is going to sell well. It's going to sell well no matter how you cut the pie. It's going to sell them a shit ton of copies. So it says, BioWare also confirmed another somewhat open secret that they are indeed working on a new Mass Effect game with a veteran team, though they share no details other than what appears to be some concept art. No time frame, no base concept, though presumably we are not heading back to the Andromeda portion of the galaxy because, well, yeah. So this is the thing, is that they didn't tell us anything about it. So, on one hand, there's a part of me that's like, oh, fuck yeah, we're getting a new Mass Effect game. There's another part of me that's going, in 10 years, because we know that BioWare, a lot of the time, does it big. Let's just say it. They put in a lot of work to their projects, and they take a very long time. And I do think that a new Mass Effect game could be good, and obviously it's going to be on new generation consoles, but it sounds like it's pretty early in development if they don't even have any footage to show us. Usually we'll see some sort of like concept footage, early footage. No, we didn't even see that. All we saw was like 2 still images, one that you can see on screen, which while it looks cool, it's a concept art. And that's the thing, is that this game isn't going to be coming out for years. We can all admit that at this point. This game is not coming out for years. So it's like they're trying to make a bunch of big announcements at once so everyone's talking about it. But I'm someone that doesn't think a studio should announce a project this early in. Now, let me explain for a second. I don't think developers should announce a project that they don't have any sort of footage to show, because then there's expectations. So let's look at, I don't know, Elder Scrolls 6. We saw a tiny 20-second teaser trailer how many years ago at this point? The expectations are so extremely high, just because of the last game and how well it went, that people get annoyed. It's like Cyberpunk. Let's use Cyberpunk as well. They told us a couple of years ago, the game's like almost done, it's gonna be out soon. And then we got to the first delay, and they delayed it by, what, 8 months. And then they said, we just need more time. And then they delayed it a second time and said, we need a couple more months. And then they delayed it a third time. And then they said, we need a couple more months. And putting expectations in people's head, yes, well, you want to do that early enough so you're getting people's excitement and you can judge reactions. There's a point where it's too early. And I'm someone, as an average consumer like you guys, I think that if there's no footage to show, you shouldn't be talking about it. At least from all of these dreadful situations that I've seen of companies announcing their projects too early and people getting really upset by them, I just think that if you don't have footage, don't show it to us. Don't announce it. You need something to show us. But the article ends off with, BioWare's next actual release is technically going to be this remaster now, if it hits that spring 2021 date, and then after that, their next new major project is Dragon Age 4, which to this point still does not come across as being terribly far along, as all we ever see, okay, are brief environment snippets, but who knows? BioWare also has a small team working on the Anthem 2.0 reboot, fucking lol, and of course a much larger team on this Mass Effect game that is still years and years away, no doubt. No word on if they're doing any new Star Wars projects for EA other than maintaining the Old Republic, my favorite MMO of all time. Everyone is pulling for a Grand KOTOR remake someday, but who knows? KOTOR remake when? KOTOR remake when? Can we please just get the KOTOR remake, honestly? BioWare. Honestly, I would trade everything BioWare has for a KOTOR remake. I would. 100%. I've got my KOTOR physical PC behind me. Please, just give us KOTOR. I don't care about Mass Effect if I get KOTOR. I know a lot of other people agree. I'm looking at you, BioWare. Just give us what we want. And it says, so cool announcement, even if most fans already knew this was happening. I'm looking forward to reliving the old days of the trilogy again, which remains to be one of my favorite to this day. Yes, a lot of us already knew that this game was going to be coming out, this Legendary Edition trilogy, and we also knew that there was a bigger, newer future game that was eventually going to be releasing. We didn't know anything about it, and honestly, we still know, like, nothing about it. So please take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to a new future game, but we all kind of knew that these announcements were coming. We've all been pretty excited for them, but as a fan of Mass Effect, and as a fan of BioWare, to be honest, I just kind of wanted to mention it. Thumbs up, BioWare. I really hope that this trilogy remaster comes out and is good. And I hope that the new future game, when it comes out in a couple of years, is as good as we all hope it is. So yeah, that's all that I really had to discuss with that topic. Pretty short topic, but I still wanted to mention it. And we are going to move on to the next topic in just a second. Yeah, I like Mass Effect a lot, and I'm excited to see this. I'll definitely be someone who purchases the remastered trilogy. I will pre-order it eventually. She's possessed by the KOTOR devil. KOTOR's good. Guys, put a 1 in chat if you'd rather see a KOTOR remake than a new Mass Effect game. Put a 2 if you'd rather see a new Mass Effect and not KOTOR. And 2s are banned, by the way. I'm kidding. Sort of. The actual BioWare is making the remaster of the old BioWare because they are too incompetent to do a good game. True. None. I don't like that answer. No. That's not a good answer. None. Give KOTOR to Vera and leave us alone, please. KOTOR remake? Hell yeah. See? 7X? You agree. I know you agree. 1, make not woke. True. Can we add, like, rules into the contract? Like, don't make woke, don't ruin, things like that. Can we do that? Because if so, it would make everything just so much easier. That's also, really quickly before we move to the next topic, that's a worry for me, truly, is that I ask for remakes and remasters and all this stuff, but I'm always so worried that they're going to ruin these games that I end up saying, maybe I don't actually want a remake or a remaster. So for someone like me, I would love to play these things, but if we look at something like how some of these new games are, where they're super woke, they've got all these different aspects that are thrown in your face, politics, current events, blah, 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 it makes me kind of think twice about, do I really want a remake of something like this? So it's kind of that give and take, but I would rather them take a swing at it, to be honest, and hopefully get a good product. Also, really quickly, this is new, but a new PlayStation 5 Pro came out saying Horizon Forbidden West will launch the second half of 2021. So we'll probably see Horizon Zero Dawn 2, Horizon Forbidden West in, like, I don't know, July, August, September. Anyway. Let me scroll up really quickly. What about a SWTOR remake? The MMO doesn't need a remake. The MMO is doing just fine. I don't believe that subheading on the article. Microsoft set sites. Well, it's true. It's true. Man, that's a long wait until the second half of 2021. It honestly is. Wait until my console rant afterwards, you guys. The next 2 weeks is gonna be long. Never mind until next year. Alright, so we are going to move into the second topic of the night, which is Microsoft. Now, I've covered Microsoft versus Sony quite a lot here on the channel. I've covered it quite a lot. Their different marketing strategies, what they're doing with their games, their first-party developers, how they're marketing their consoles, and just their new products in general. And now we're finding out that Microsoft is setting its sights on Sony's home turf in the gaming console clash. This is an archive of a Bloomberg article. It says, in the battle of the next generation gaming machines, 2 key players are moving in different directions. Microsoft Corp is making a serious attempt to attract fans in Japan with its newest consoles and network services. Meanwhile, Tokyo-based Sony Corp moved its PlayStation business headquarters to California in 2016 and has built the US into its largest single market. The new Xbox and PlayStation devices launching this week, F for me, so much I want to rant about, will likely face an uphill battle in Japan, where Nintendo Co.'s Switch enjoys dominance with a family-friendly lineup of games. Now, the Nintendo Switch is the king in Japan. Nintendo, in general, is the king in Japan. I've talked about it in the past. It's still the case. And analysts, a research in an article came out like a week ago. Analysts believe these consoles aren't even going to touch Nintendo's dominance in Japan. But it says, Microsoft's targeting of the world's third largest video game market, including with services that can be accessed across a variety of devices, could potentially yield strong results. As the Xbox has virtually zero presence in the country, there's plenty of room for it to increase its shares. The Xbox has a chance to make Japan its second largest market after the US if it takes the right steps for years to come, said an analyst at Ace Research Institute in Tokyo. Sony's attention is drifting away, and fans have started to notice that. This is super interesting to me, this whole situation, because the Xboxes have never done really well in Japan. They've never done as well as PlayStations have done in Japan, and we've seen Sony, like it says, actually start kind of switching their attention. Sony's attention is drifting away, and Sony has decided, let me just say this blatantly, Sony's decided to start chasing the woke West instead of their home market, yet Microsoft is doing the opposite now. For years, Microsoft was chasing the woke West. That's all that they cared about. They made themselves number one. And now it's Sony doing that. The gaming market has changed quite a lot in the past couple of years if you really look at it, because let's look at Nintendo. Nintendo completely changed their point of view. Nintendo used to be very censor heavy, family friendly content only. They only cared about their reputation and their public image. And now, Nintendo's actually kind of moved on to listening to real fans and real consumers. They've moved on to, we don't want to censor our developers. We want them to create what they want to create. We want people to enjoy all types of content on our platforms. And Sony used to be, we want all types of stuff on our platforms. We don't care what it is. We want the best of the best, the most new, unique, inspirational content we can get. And now Sony is chasing the woke West, saying, we just want the Westerners' money. That's all we care about. We don't care about innovation. We just want what sells. We want to censor specific games on our consoles. We only want family-friendly stuff on there. We want eat for everyone content. And Microsoft's somewhere in the middle, because Microsoft, while they do still chase the West, they're also here saying they're also going to shift their views and try to become a dominant force in Japan's gaming market, which is pretty interesting just because, like I said, every company, the major companies, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, have all really changed over the past 5 years, really a lot, and then I'd probably say 8 years going out, where they were slowly making changes. But it says Sony has placed more importance on the US market after the PS4's disappointing performance in Japan, according to employees who asked to not be identified discussing internal matters. Of course, when we're talking about a Bloomberg article, which is of course where Jason Schreier works now, this is not a Jason Schreier article though, and they're talking about discussing internal matters, and there's no one being named. Take everything with a grain of salt, of course, but it says global sales of the PS4 rose to more than 113 million from the PS3's 87 million, according to Sony data. But the console sold fewer than 10 million units in Japan, less than its predecessor, according to Famitsu, a Japanese video game magazine. The US, meanwhile, accounts for 35% of the video game units revenue, compared with 10% for Japan, according to an analyst. It's just so disappointing to see so many companies change for the worse. And I think a lot of you would agree with me. Sony's changed for the worse. They have not changed for the better. And as someone who obviously cares about the video game industry, cares about situations like this, and how this could affect us, it's just yet another questionable move that Sony decided, basically, fuck Japan, we're gonna go for United States. They went to California in 2016. They've completely changed their content policies, what content they allow, what content they don't. But it continues on with, any suggestion that Sony is shifting its focus away from Japan is incorrect and doesn't reflect the company's strategy, said a spokeswoman. She noted that the PS5 is launching first in Japan and said, our home market remains of utmost importance. Now, see, they say this, but do they really mean it? Because on one hand, I think that we all want to believe, yeah, of course they care. You know, that's one of their biggest, well, it's not one of their biggest markets, but it's one of their biggest focuses. It's one of their biggest markets, one of their biggest focuses. And of course, they're not just going to abandon it. But at the same time, they've been doing everything anti-Japan since they moved to California in 2016. So it's like, are they not shifting their focus, or is that just a lie? But it says a senior figure inside PlayStation headquarters in San Mateo, California, said the U.S. side was frustrated by the failure of the Japan marketing team to sell as many PlayStation 4 units as expected. The person asked not to be identified, discussing internal matters. They literally just say a senior figure said that they were disappointed with not selling enough units in Japan. Again, Bloomberg article. I know it's not Jason Schreier, but it's still questionable. I know that people want to remain anonymous, but I obviously trust things more when they're coming from reliable sources, and they're not coming from Bloomberg, but that's okay. As a result, Japan has been sidelined in planning the PS5's promotion, according to several PlayStation staff in Japan. Employees in Tokyo said that they've been left awaiting instructions from California. Japan-based developer support teams have been reduced by as much as a third from their peak, and the rolling contracts of a number of game creators at PlayStation's Japan studios, one of the unit's oldest in-house software sellers, haven't been renewed. Former employees said the U.S. office believes that the PlayStation business doesn't need games that will only do well in Japan, employees in the California headquarters said. Scrolling down just a little bit more, it says, local retailers have said that they haven't received many more first batch PS5 units as they did of the PS3, which had a limited initial production run. It's analyst consensus that PlayStation no longer sees the Japan market as important, a Morningstar research analyst said. If you want to know their take on the Japanese market, you need to ask about it because otherwise Sony wouldn't talk about it. So, they finish off the article with saying, many PlayStation 4 owners in Japan would eventually move to the PS5, but that would largely depend on how strong the PlayStation team in Tokyo will be pushing the needs of Japanese consumers to the American headquarters, he said. Considering the current power balance between the US and Japan, I can't expect much, unfortunately. And the company's PlayStation Plus subscription service for owners of Sony consoles reported a record increase in subscribers during the period of pandemic lockdowns. Well, yeah, no shit. Of course your subscription service numbers are going to go up during a pandemic. Everyone's home, everyone's working from home, and is just, they are home. They're bored, they ain't got nothing to do. Of course you're gonna see an increase in digital sales for a while until things start to settle back down. But like I said, I've talked about Sony and Microsoft a lot here on the channel, and I've talked about all of the negative, shitty things that Sony has done since they moved out of Japan, their headquarters, and they moved their headquarters to California in 2016. Is this surprising to see Microsoft setting their sights on Sony's home turf? Of course not. They've seen Sony for years dominate the market, aside from Nintendo, and they said, we want a slice of the pie too. We want to see, if we put a bunch of money into this market, how many sales we can do and what the potential is for us as a company. They're a company, all they end up caring about is their bottom line. They want to see what else they can get out of this market, and in my opinion, we've seen Sony throw their Japanese market away. They have completely disregarded their Japanese developers, their Japanese marketing staff, as this article says, and overall, they've just completely shifted how they view the Japanese market. So, it sounds like maybe Sony better step up their game again and give Japan, the third largest video game market in the world, a chance again, or else Microsoft might swoop in and steal their spotlight. I don't know if this is going to happen because, like I said, the Xboxes have never done well, or done as well as the PlayStations in Japan, so we're gonna have to see where this leads. But that's all that I really had to talk about with this topic. We'll move on to the next one in just a minute. PS5, go woke, go broke. 7 Remake has a struggle looking at them with part 2. It seems they want to move away, and the devs can't tell the truth on how far along it is or if it will be faithful or not. What have they changed the story of? I'll have to scroll up. Senran Kagura is dead now. Yeah, unfortunately, that is something that I do think is, as I like to call it, a toaster strudel. It's donezo. Soini? Yeah. Well, right, Grim. That's a point too that I should mention is Microsoft has way more money to blow than Sony is even worth. So of course, if they say we think we can make money out of this, they're gonna just throw a bunch of money into it because they have so much money. Yeah, for sure. They've got so much money to blow. It doesn't matter to them if they lose a bunch of money in a specific market, especially in a market that's big and they know that they can make sales out of. It's not like they go there and they instantly can't. They can, they just want to increase how much they're making out of that market. Let me scroll up a tiny bit before we move on to the next topic, which is about Johnny Depp. There's actually quite a bit that I wanted to discuss about Johnny Depp. And a new update from today, which I think is extremely important if you're a Johnny Depp fan to hear about, because it is a win for Johnny, honestly. He has been getting loss after loss with just Warner Brothers and Amber Heard and losing his case versus The Sun, that now he's getting a little bit of positivity out of this. I want Microsoft to buy Twitch. What's the real reason? Really quickly, let me take a sip of my drink and then we'll move on. Both of the new consoles seem interesting. I agree. That's why I ordered them. And apparently I won't be getting them launch day. The Fantastic Beasts movies kind of suck, so that's fine. Ooh, Endgame is bad. Hot takes everywhere, huh? Alright, so let's move into the next topic of the night, which there is an update to this that I actually wanted to talk about. So, as you all know, I've covered Johnny Depp pretty heavily here on the channel. The situation between Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. It's been crazy. It has been a wild roller coaster so far, and it doesn't end here. So, as I talked about a couple of days ago, almost a week ago at this point, Johnny Depp unfortunately lost his case versus The Sun. He was suing The Sun in the UK because they called him a wife beater. And he sued them for defamation, and unfortunately for him, he lost. The judge didn't care about anything that she did to him. The judge only saw poor little Amber Heard as a poor innocent woman that couldn't defend herself against the big mean monster Johnny Depp. And after this, we all kind of speculated that this could seriously hurt Johnny Depp's career. We know how Hollywood is full of hypocrites. I mean, Hollywood in general is oozing with hypocrisy. They are willing, most companies in Hollywood are willing to fire a male actor due to an accusation, which is what happened to Johnny Depp and Disney. And then if there is literal evidence that a woman did something to abuse a man, it doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. She's still fine. We're still gonna go anti-man here. And so Johnny Depp resigns from Harry Potter franchise at request of Warner Brothers. This is a really shitty situation because basically it sounds like Warner Brothers approached Johnny Depp after he lost his lawsuit a couple of days ago and basically told him, you can resign or we can fire you. So basically, no matter how you cut the cake, he was fired. They wouldn't let him continue with his role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts. And I'll say, I thought the first Fantastic Beasts movie was actually pretty decent. I thought that it was okay. And Fantastic Beasts 2 wasn't for me. I felt like it was a big departure from the first one. So, a lot of people do not actually care that that they won't have to spend their money to watch Fantastic Beasts 3 now. But if you are a fan of Johnny Depp, this is unfortunate news to hear. Before we get into the topic, though, really quickly, if you're enjoying the live stream, please make sure to give it a like. If you're not, give it a dislike. We're at 74 likes. Let's get to 100 likes, you guys. There's 92 of you here. I would appreciate it if you would like the stream. Consider scrolling down to the description of the live stream. I have a ton of links there if you want to support the channel. You can become a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month. I do really appreciate all of the support. You can donate via Streamlabs, which is the pinned comment in chat, and of course it's in the description. $1 a notification will pop up, and $3 or more text-to-speech will activate. And make sure to follow me on social media and join our Discord. So, with that out of the way, Pirates of the Caribbean and Fantastic Beasts actor Johnny Depp has revealed Warner Brothers has asked him to resign from the role as Grindelwald and that he has agreed to the request. What is this noise? There is an ad? Hello? What? Why is there suddenly an ad? Hello? I've never gotten... Okay, we're gonna ignore that. I'm gonna restart. Stupid freaking ads. I was like, who? Who is talking? Who? I was so confused. Pirates of the Caribbean and Fantastic Beasts actor Johnny Depp has revealed Warner Brothers has asked him to resign from the role as Grindelwald, and he has agreed to the request. Depp posted a letter to his fans to his Instagram account announcing his resignation. The letter begins, "In light of recent events, I would like to make the following short statement. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody who has gifted me with their support and loyalty. I have been humbled and moved by your many messages of love and concern, particularly over the last few days. Secondly, I wish to let you all know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Brothers from my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request. Finally, I wish to say this. The surreal judgment of the court in the UK will not change my fight to tell the truth, and I confirm that plan to appeal. My resolve remains strong, and I intend to prove that the allegations against me are false. My life and career will not be defined by this moment in time. Thank you for reading." Johnny Depp. Now it says Depp previously received support from Harry Potter J.K. Rowling despite numerous calls to be fired after her insinuated that he domestically abused her. This is one thing that I respect J.K. Rowling for doing. I know that J.K. Rowling's done a lot of controversial stuff in the past that I definitely don't agree with. I don't agree with a lot of her past statements, but I am glad that she did try to defend someone who was an actor in her franchise. Because I do think that a lot of people are treating Johnny Depp unfairly, and while I'm not saying that he was fully innocent in their relationship, because it does definitely sound like he did he did some bad things. Amber Heard also did a shit ton of bad things to him. She chopped the tip of his finger off. She literally said in a recording, "When we go to court, no one's gonna believe that you're a domestic violence victim because I'm the woman, and a court would believe me over you any fucking day." She literally said that. It is on an audio tape. Yet every company is firing him. Disney fired him, Warner Brothers fired him, but not Amber Heard. So, Rowling wrote on her official website, "Based on our understanding of the circumstances, the filmmakers and I are not only comfortable sticking with our original casting, but genuinely happy to have Johnny playing a major character in the movies." She added, "I loved writing the first two screenplays, and I can't wait for fans to see The Crimes of Grindelwald. I accept that there will be those who will not be satisfied with our choice of actor in the title role. However, conscience isn't governable by committee. Within the fictional world and outside of it, we all have to do what we believe is the right thing." As Depp notes, his statement comes after Justice Andrew Nicol ruled in favor of The Sun and against the parent company news group, Newspapers Ltd, after Johnny Depp filed a libel lawsuit against the company and its executive editor Dan Wooten. Depp filed the lawsuit in response to an article published by The Sun in April 2018, whose headline read, "Gone Potty, how can J.K. Rowling be genuinely happy casting wife-beater Johnny Depp in the new Fantastic Beasts film?" In the 129-page decision, the justice found the great majority of alleged assaults of Ms. Heard by Mr. Depp have been proved to the civil standard, bearing in mind what has been said about the evidence necessary to satisfy that standard when serious allegations are an issue. I did a whole video on that if you want to hear that more in depth. It's only a couple of days old, so go ahead and watch it. But scrolling down a little bit from what I've already covered in a video, it says, then in response to another alleged attack, he wrote, I have listened to those who saw Miss Heard in the following days, the incident who said her face had no sign of injury. On the other hand, there is evidence which I find compelling of witnesses who saw Miss Heard with injuries to her face and took photographs of these. I prefer the evidence of the latter. So, in conclusion, he would rule Johnny Depp has not succeeded in his action for libel. Although he has proved the necessary elements of his cause of action in libel, the defendants have shown what they have published in the meaning which I have held the words to bear was substantially true. In those circumstances, Parliament has said that a defendant has a complete defense. It is not necessary to consider the fairness of the article or the defendant's malice because those are immaterial to the statutory defense of truth, he concluded. Depp's lawyer responded to the justice's ruling, saying this decision, as perverse as it is bewildering, and she added, most troubling is the judge's reliance on the testimony of Heard and corresponding disregarding the mountain of counter evidence from police officers, medical practitioners, her own former assistant, and other unchallenged witnesses, and an array of documentary evidence which completely undermined the allegations point by point. So yes, Johnny Depp was forced to resign from the Harry Potter franchise at the request of Warner Brothers, but there is a little bit of an update, which only happened a couple of hours ago, which is still a win for Johnny Depp because Warner Brothers fucked Johnny Depp over. Warner Brothers employs Amber Heard, someone who there is plenty of evidence against that abused Johnny Depp and cut Johnny Depp's fingertip off. Disgusting to say. And Warner Brothers basically said, we're gonna trust the woman. We're gonna believe the woman, and we're gonna keep Amber Heard. She probably told them, if you don't fire Johnny Depp, I'm gonna walk and I'm not gonna be in your movies anymore. And they said, okay. I'm gonna do you a solid, Amber Heard, and we're gonna keep you and fire Johnny Depp. But Warner Brothers has actually royally screwed themselves over because Warner Brothers now must pay Johnny Depp's 8-figure salary for Fantastic Beasts 3. They got absolutely screwed over. And I just want to say that the rumored amount that he was going to be paid for this movie was $12 million. Yeah, $12 million from what I see. So they have to pay out every single penny. And listen to this, why they have to. Because of his pay-or-play contract, the one scene he shot was enough to require full compensation. He shot one scene. One whole scene. And he gets his $12 million. Good for him. You know what? At this point, everyone is going, poor Amber Heard. Poor Amber Heard. No one is thinking about all of the things that Amber Heard did to Johnny Depp. And I know that there's obviously a lot of fans, I'll read some of the comments, that are extremely happy to hear this. Because, honestly, he's getting all that money for one scene that he shot. Good. So, scrolling down a tiny bit, someone said he gets paid and doesn't have to be in that shit of a movie. Johnny is the true winner here. Someone said, the only good thing to come out of this whole situation, if I were Warner Brothers, I would have just kept him as a cast at this point. Someone said, collect that money and go on to better things, Johnny. Honestly, he's gotten so screwed over by companies like Warner Brothers flip-flopping if they were going to defend him, if they weren't going to defend him. He's getting $12 million and is able to just cleanly walk away from this situation for filming one scene. Someone said Depp really is a pirate. Quite a steal. True. Someone said that's the least they can do. King Depp did the true pirate move on that one. Good for him. Now fire Amber Heard because the petition is about to hit 1 million. Wow, is it really almost at 1 million? I'm actually gonna check this really quickly. Holy shit. Oh my god. I didn't even realize it was this high. It got another bump. It got another bump after the Sun won. Yeah. I'm just gonna bring this down. Remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2. 791,669. Wow. That is crazy. It got another big boost just because of this whole situation. I agree with this comment, truly. It says, why not just keep him if they have to pay him anyway? So, in my opinion, they should have just kept him. If they didn't want to work with him in the future, maybe that'd be different. I don't think so, because if they're gonna drop him now and they were gonna drop him later, it's still equally as shitty. But it's like, you have to pay him $12 million. There are plenty of people, I would say the majority of people would rather you keep him as the actor than get rid of him. So why not just keep him? I know that they're worried about their press, they're worried about the way they're gonna look, they're worried about supporting a wife beater because of course now there are tons of media outlets labeling him a wife beater because the Sun got away with it. So I understand they don't want to hire a wife beater. Why are they not worried about employing a husband beater? Someone that chopped someone's finger off? Someone that threw things at a man, that verbally abused him, that literally said, I'll get away with this in court because I'm a woman and my gender matters? Why do they not care about that public perception? And it's not surprising that they don't care, but it's still just disappointing to see them not defend an actor that they have. But this is good on Johnny Depp, honestly. He's getting a steal and a deal. He's getting $12 million for doing a single scene. This is one of the only wins that's come out of this whole situation for Johnny Depp, and I mean, I'm glad that he is getting some sort of win here. It's still not good, though, that he's being fired, and they forced him to resign from this role. But, that's all that I really had to discuss with this topic, and we will move on to the last topic of the night in just a minute. We're gonna be finishing up with The Mandalorian. That's where we're gonna be finishing up. Aquaman 2 will flop hard. I do think that there's a chance that Aquaman 2 is going to flop hard because of Amber Heard. Yeah, I mean, maybe he didn't want to stay. Maybe he ended up just saying, fuck this. I do not want to stay. I do not want to keep working for this company. So he wanted to take the $12 million and run. But at least he's getting paid for it. So Amber Heard isn't being removed. They are keeping Amber Heard. And Amber Heard is actually doing reshoots of the Snyder Cut. So they announced a couple weeks ago there are some actors doing some more refilms for the Snyder Cut, and Amber Heard is one of those actors. So she is going to be actively working with them. She's not being replaced in Aquaman 2 or in the Justice League. Woman can't do wrong, don't you know? Don't you know? I know, apparently not. Oh, guys, it's so hard being a woman on the internet. It's so hard. Oy. Amber Heard has been that type of woman, though, ever since all this started. She's been like, For me, it's so hard to be such a pretty actress on the internet where I can just delete all the comments that I don't like because it's behind a computer screen. I mean, she's done that plenty of times. She's mass deleted comments off for like Instagram and Twitter and stuff, so not surprising, but she has acted that way. Really? Well, that makes me not want to watch the Snyder Cut now. Oh yeah, she's doing reshoots for the Snyder Cut. Yeah. The situation's really shitty. It's shitty that no one in Hollywood stood by this actor, that they all basically just ditched him. None of these companies want to stand by their actors, and that's the worst part about it, is Hollywood's full of fucking hypocrites, and they don't stand by their actors. Vera's accents are so entertaining. Wow, thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. Thanks, Ken. Vera's got the hair for the Aquaman role. Problem solved. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. We need actors, not celebrities. True. Oh my gosh. That is the comment of the night. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. That is the comment of the night. You are so true. We need actors, not celebrities. It's so unfortunate that that's all that matters is, hey, we've got a big name in our movie. Look. It doesn't matter if they can fucking act or not. As long as they can stand there and look nice. Alright, you guys. So we're going to move on to the last topic of the night. Now, we know, well, I have a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X rant after this, and I'm going to play maybe a game or two of Apex, but I've talked about in the past how The Mandalorian has been one of the only decent things to come out of Star Wars in the past couple of years. The Mandalorian truly just, it was good. It had its problems, it had its downfalls, but it was one of the only good things. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I want the franchise to thrive. I want it to be as healthy as can be. I want it to have as much good content as possible. And yeah, I've said a lot of good words about The Mandalorian just because I thought that it was pretty good when it came out. But unfortunately, we are now seeing that the man behind the mask, Pedro Pascal, is deciding to make some pretty damn divisive comments on social media. Now, he's also a Wonder Woman actor. He is in Wonder Woman 1984. So, he's also part of another movie that the first one was pretty good. The second one, unfortunately, sounds like it's going to be bad at this point, just with all of the messaging we've heard that's thrown into it and all of the actors and actresses speak up. But now we have another actor speaking up, comparing Donald Trump voters to Nazis. Now, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. If you don't like Donald Trump, that's fine. If you don't like Joe Biden, that's fine. Whoever you don't like, that's fine. You are entitled to your own opinion, even if you're an actor. But it's the way you voice that opinion which matters the most. Because he could have come forward and respectfully, geez, said, you know, I don't like Donald Trump. Maybe I'm a little happy. I'm gonna gloat a tiny bit about Joe Biden being my man. It's fine to say that you like one better than the other, but to compare someone's voters to a group of people like Nazis is just, it's fucking disgusting. So, the Mandalorian actor Pedro Pascal took to Instagram to compare supporters of President Donald Trump to the Confederate States of America, as well as Nazis. Pascal posted a meme on his Instagram, which is now deleted. He's one of those people that posts something, doesn't think that he's posting it to the internet and then literally deletes it. Once something's on the internet, it's never going away. It's going to haunt you forever. So when you post something like this, it's not just gonna disappear just because you delete it. So he posted losers in 1865. Losers in 1945. And then losers in 2020. Why? Why? Why did you have to do this? Honestly. Like, The Mandalorian was one of the few Star Wars things that people have actually enjoyed over the past couple of years from Star Wars. And then the main actor has to come out and do something like this. Like, we already knew that Wonder Woman 1984 is probably going to be a wash. It probably wasn't going to be good. We've heard so much bad about it now. But The Mandalorian, really? So, while he might have deleted the Instagram post, he did repost the other 5 slides showing him and others celebrating. And he wrote, it was about the MAGA hat, but had to keep it in the spirit of the celebration. Hashtag bye bye Trump. And then, of course, the post is still up. He did remove the photo of him saying losers in 65, 45, 2020. Despite deleting the meme, he would encourage his followers to check it out when a screenshot was shared to Twitter. The user My Nerdy Home wrote on Twitter, oh wow, so Pedro Pascal is trying to hide his hate by deleting this picture from his IG after Ryan Kindle made a video talking about it. The internet is forever. Sorry, check it out. And then, of course, it does link to his video, and then it says, in response to the tweet, Pascal stated, oh wow, check it out, people, completely mocking them, acting like this wasn't going to blow up in his face. Pedro Pascal thought, I can post something like this and get away with it because most of my fans are probably Biden supporters just like I am. But it's completely backfired on him because it is getting so much attention now because he's directly attacking people that are bringing this up. Why did he ever think that this was going to go well? So someone said, so he responded to someone saying, without hesitating, without restating the obvious, you feel me about the MAGA hats, right? And then he said, the biggest irony of this election from 2016, which he retweeted, is the election could be that Donald Trump, whose campaign was initially anchored in white anger over illegal immigration. And then back in March, he would declare his support for socialism, simply tweeting, socialism! And then, of course, he said, see now, I would call those pictures WD. The traumatic effects of corruption and deceit, not socialism. This is socialism. He has completely gone off the deep end. It's not meaningful dialogue to compare Trump supporters to Nazis and the Confederacy. All he is doing is gloating because his guy won, and that's great if you're a Biden supporter. If you're a Biden supporter, I'm so happy for you. But at the same time, it's so just fucking immature to say your guy sucks, all of you are X, Y, and Z, and he came up with the worst things that he could say about people and the worst things he could equate Trump supporters to. That's definitely not how you get those other 70 million people to support your guy. And if you're a public figure and you really want to use your platform to push a message, your message should be a little bit less divisive than this one, than comparing, you know, supporters of Trump to Nazis and the Confederacy. Pascal is entitled to his opinions, and we shouldn't want to take that away from anyone. I just want to say that now. I'm not saying he shouldn't have his own opinion. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be able to voice it if he really wants to voice it. But there's a better way to express your opinions, and this isn't it. This is such an immature way to handle this situation, because all you're doing is making just everything worse. This is not how, like I said, you get those other 70 million people to support your guy. And if you really care about the state of your country, wouldn't you want everyone to, I don't know, come together and be united instead of divided? Wouldn't you want that? So gloating in the faces of people isn't the way to do that. It is not good. It is not going to get you anywhere. And unfortunately, a lot of people now, well, not unfortunately, but unfortunately for Lucasfilms and Disney, a lot of people are really pissed at him, and rightfully so. He shouldn't have done this. So there are plenty of people out there who have shared screenshots, you know, deleting their subscriptions, canceling their subscriptions to Disney Plus, saying they're boycotting The Mandalorian, saying they're not going to support Wonder Woman, because of his immature, rude, distasteful, childish comments, comparing Donald Trump voters to Nazis. But that's all that I really had to discuss with this topic. It's just him kind of going off the deep end, unfortunately. And like I said at the very beginning of this conversation, I like The Mandalorian. I was slightly excited for Wonder Woman. And when actors do something like this, it does definitely take a toll on, do I want to financially support a product? And I know for so many of you guys in chat, a lot of you guys speak with your wallets, and a lot of you guys won't support Disney Plus and The Mandalorian and Wonder Woman anymore. But, I mean, like, seriously, did you have to go and make a comment like this? But like I said, that's all that I had to talk about with this topic. Time to make Gina Carano the main star of the show. I like Gina Carano a lot. She is opinionated, yes, but I feel like most of the time when she speaks her opinions, she's being respectful about it. At least from most of the times that I've seen her share her own opinions, and that's what I think as a public figure you have to do. As a public figure, you are entitled to your opinions as well, but I think the way that you voice your opinions is very different than how a normal person should voice their own opinions. And I think that when you're a public figure, your words, of course, matter a lot more than, you know, if it was just me or one of you guys in chat or another content creator. So I just think that when you're such a public figure like him, your words matter and the way that you say things matters. And unfortunately, this just was a shitty situation on his end. But, yeah, that's all that I had to discuss with that. In a minute, I'm going to take a break for a second, and then we're just going to talk about, consoles and my current state of my next generation consoles and the unfortunate state of my heart and soul because this situation with the new consoles. Am I ready to talk about it? No, guys, I'm not ready. I'm emotionally broken. I'm not ready. Being a woman is so hard on the internet. It's so hard. I can't believe it. I'm not getting my products that I paid money for. I thought I had woman privilege. Apparently not. Oh. So how many of you in chat bought the new consoles? Did you buy a Series S, a Series X, a PlayStation 5, or a PlayStation 5 digital? Did any of you purchase the new consoles? I'm curious. Before we start this little rant, did you guys purchase your consoles? Did you pass? Great, here comes the bathwater comments. Series X, very nice. Nope, not me. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm waiting for better games to come out, and then I will. Hey, nice. Not a bad plan. They'll be easier to find. So, as I've said, and as a lot of you guys know, I did pre-order both consoles. I successfully got both consoles pre-ordered. I got an Xbox Series X pre-ordered from Amazon, and I got a PlayStation 5 pre-ordered from Target. Now, we knew that this whole generation launch of consoles was going to be difficult. We knew that because of COVID-19, there was a lot of production problems, and they ended up only having limited quantities. I mean, obviously they still had shit tons of them, but the quantities were more limited than they initially had hoped and than they initially planned, and the pre-orders have been a fucking disaster for every console. We all know this. This is not new information. And like I said, I got both pre-ordered. I was lucky enough to get both pre-ordered, but I was hoping to have them both here launch day, because initially all of these companies were saying you're gonna get your consoles launch day. You know, if you're gonna buy it, we're gonna ship them out and you'll have them in your hands when they're supposed to launch. Even if you can't get them in a physical store, if you were lucky enough to get a pre-order, you would be getting them. And there were a lot of orders canceled. I was lucky enough to not have either of my orders canceled. I'll be honest, I was very grateful for that. But unfortunately, I am not going to be getting my consoles launch day. It doesn't sound like. So as you're watching this live, hi everyone. We're 2 likes away from 100. Can you just like the stream? Just like it? Just like it? Tomorrow, on Tuesday, November 10th, the Xboxes launch, the Series S and the Series X launch. And unfortunately, Amazon is telling me I am not going to be getting my consoles. And many people who pre-ordered the Xbox, either one from Amazon, will not be getting their consoles either. So currently, my Xbox, it hasn't shipped. It currently says my Xbox is supposed to be here from Tuesday, November 17th, so next week, to the 23rd. So basically, in a week, it's saying it could take another week. So unfortunately, tomorrow, when the Series X launches, and everyone, is waiting for that sweet, sweet Series X gameplay, I will unfortunately not have my console here. And to top it off, this week on Thursday, November 12th, the PlayStation 5 is supposed to launch. And unfortunately, I won't be getting the PlayStation 5 on launch day either. Currently, on Target, it is giving a week. And Target is saying, so the console is supposed to officially release on the 12th. They are shipping them on the 12th. So if they get all of them shipped out, let me mind you, mine should be here by Wednesday, November 18th. So right now, my current estimated delivery date is Friday, November 13th. So the day after it launches on Friday, to Wednesday, November 18th. Now, who knows if I'll get it between that day, if it will be delayed, and that goes with either console. These are estimated dates, okay? They've not shipped. So there's no official day that I'm supposed to be wham bam alaka-fucking-zam getting it. But this week, unfortunately, I will not have the consoles for launch on either days. But we do have some backup plans. So on Friday, Call of Duty launches. So Friday, I will be here streaming. All weekend, I will be streaming Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I've been excited for that. And hopefully, maybe Monday or Tuesday next week, I'll at least get the PlayStation 5 in, because we have quite a few games that I wanted to play on the PlayStation 5. I want to play Demon Souls. I have Demon Souls pre-ordered. I've been excited to try Demon Souls. And I also have Spider-Man Miles Morales pre-ordered. So when my PlayStation 5 gets here, I'm hoping that it will be next week, early week. I will definitely be playing those. I will definitely be streaming those. Demon Souls, Spider-Man. And this weekend, I will be streaming Call of Duty. So we at least have those. And then, in 2 weeks, on the 23rd, so 2 weeks from today, the newest World of Warcraft expansion comes out, Shadowlands. And for Shadowlands, a lot of content is coming out. It's not only Shadowlands, they have revamped the whole leveling system. The whole leveling system is completely different. There's new zones, there's new starting weapons, all that stuff. So, when World of Warcraft Shadowlands comes out, because someone had nicely gifted me Shadowlands, I will be here streaming it on launch day, probably. So if my consoles are here, that's great. Hopefully by then they'll both be here. But this week we're going to be playing Call of Duty. Maybe we'll get lucky and Friday my console will be here at this point. But I just wanted to update you all because I do have a ton of games pre-ordered. I do have the consoles on pre-order. So hopefully I should be getting them soon. And that will be totally awesome to be able to stream those games with you guys, hang out with all of you. And just, yeah, just be able to... Oh no, YouTube's buffering. Oh no. Oh no. Hello, YouTube? Hello? Hello, YouTube? Oh no, a donation right as it's frozen. Is it still frozen for you guys?
A family member was railroaded in a similar fashion by the UCMJ for almost the exact situation as Depp. He spent 2 years in the brig and now struggles for work. Society doesn't care about male abuse victims.
That really sucks to hear, Bullet Shepherd. Guys, is the stream F? Did you guys... No! YouTube! No! I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now. Is it like last night where it's frozen, but you guys can still hear my voice? Or is it completely effed? Frozen donation? I'm gonna wait a second and I'll replay your donation, Bullet Shepherd. I'm so sorry. It literally effed as soon as you donated. Bullet, you owe me more than $5. You have broken my stream. Oh gosh. Guys, I'm just gonna give stream a minute to see if it will work. Oh no. Oh no. Can you guys hear my voice clearly? Or is it the whole stream that's effed? I don't even know. I don't know. I hear ya. It's like last night, so you guys can hear me, but you can't see me. Yep, YouTube is fuckity again. I'm just gonna take a screenshot. Windows noise, turn your ears down. Oh, actually, I can turn you guys down so you don't hear the Windows noise. Okay. FFS, for fuck's sake. Oh, you guys heard the donation? Did you? Well, thank you, Bullet Shepherd, for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. Here, I'll replay it one more time. I'll replay it one more time for you guys.
The Amber Heard situation hits home to me. Uploaded in a similar fashion by the UCMJ for almost the exact situation as Depp. He spent 2 years in the brig and now struggles for work. Society doesn't care about male abuse victims. They don't. That sucks, Bullet Shepherd. I'm really sorry to hear that. Thank you for the $5 donation, though. Yeah, unfortunately, society is not... Society, not good. Society, sometimes good. Most time, not good. That sucks. I'm really sorry to hear about that, Bullet Shepherd. Thank you for the donation, though. I appreciate it. Is it fixed now? See, my problem is that it says it's fine. And then it's laggy. And then it's laggy. YouTube? You were working just fine for an hour. Literally, guys, the stream has been fine. Guys, the stream has been fine until now, right? You guys haven't been... Oh, shit. YouTube says no data now. I think the stream is big F. I think we got a big F in here. I think we got a big F. It says no data. And now it says excellent connection. What the fuck, YouTube? Seriously. The stream has been perfectly fine. The stream has been fine. Up until now. Thank you, John, for the $1 donation. Replay this. Alright, I'll replay it once. There we go. I replayed it just for you. I can't believe YouTube's doing this yet again. To be honest, last night, it was all fucked. It was all screwed up. And then now, the stream's been fine until 9:15. And now it's messed up again. Oh my god, I can't take this, YouTube. I'm gonna quit. Guys, I quit. I quit YouTube. If you don't donate $5 right now, I'm leaving. Guys, it's so hard being a woman on the internet. YouTube censors me all the time. I'm asking you again to contribute just $1 to the Women's Society of Vera. Oh, gosh. Yeah. You're moving in slow motion. It's messed up again. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Last night, it was fucked. Now again, it's fucked. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, to be honest. I have no clue. Like, the stream is fine until like 2 minutes ago. Until Bullet donated. Bullet, you broke my stream. You broke my stream, friend. Banned. Oh no, it says Big F again. Oh no, it says Big F again. Can't even tell what's going on, to be fair. I'm gonna speed test really quickly. Hold on, guys. I'm tabbing out of chat for a minute. I don't think it's me. I think it's YouTube again. As far as I know. And Streamlabs isn't even messing up tonight. It's just YouTube. Guys! Oh my gosh, guys! My internet is perfect. No, it's like 700 down. My download speed is like 700. What do you mean it's not working? Oh no, it's 425. It's 425. Okay, that should be good enough. Let me check my up. My up is fine as well. My gosh. Please, don't do this to me. Okay, don't do this to me. Thank you so much. Well, guys, the audio is perfect. Well, awesome. I can chat with you guys for a couple of minutes at least to end the stream. I was considering playing Apex, but apparently I can't again. I was only gonna play like a game or two anyway. Why is YouTube doing this again for a second night in a row? This is garbage. Stop it, YouTube. Stop it, YouTube. Please, just work for me. Ugh. Well, we tried. Unfortunately, YouTube is big effing yet again. I don't even know if you guys can hear me anymore. Refresh page. Yeah, guys, you could try to refresh. You could try to turn the quality down. I don't know if that's gonna particularly work a ton though, because it's just my connection to YouTube. It's YouTube messing up again, which is unfortunate, but well, you know what, guys? I'm grateful that we at least got through our topics for the night. I'm happy with that. I don't know how to donate. You can donate via Streamlabs for just $1. A notification will pop up. $3 or more, text-to-speech will activate. I put the link into chat. It's in the description, and it is also the pinned comment, so click on that and you can donate. Or you can become a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, and it is a reoccurring payment. LOL, I try. Bullet banned. Banned, you broke my stream. Oh no. Guys, I'm gonna do some ASMR. How about ASMR? Why you can't see me? Because the game is so laggy. Because YouTube's so laggy. Did I miss the live stream? Aw, man. Well, YouTube is completely broken right now, so unfortunately, YouTube is ruining my ability to stream. But it'd be nice if it worked. But we did get through our topics, yes. They will be time-stamped. You're unfrozen now? Don't lie. Am I really? Am I really? It says I am. It looks like I am. But do I trust it? No, I don't trust it. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll give it another minute to see if it will work. I can hear you. Oh, you can hear. Oh, wow, that's good. At least that's something, right? Frick you, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. I'm just trying to do some content creation. I'm just trying to do some content creation. But again, thank you, Bullet Shepherd, for your $5 donation. And thank you, John, for your $1 donation. I appreciate it. That sucks to hear about. I'm sorry, Bullet Shepherd. Okay, I'm not frozen. Well, guys, I'm gonna do, I don't know. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do, like, a game of Apex. Why not? Because we didn't get to do any Apex last night. Because YouTube was broken, and unfortunately YouTube seems to be breaking again. I'm gonna, like, do a game of Apex for you guys. Why not? Do you guys want that? I think you do. I'm gonna do just one game of Apex. I've decided. I'm gonna do it. Maybe 2. And maybe YouTube will be broken, or maybe it'll work. Either way. More ASMR, Vera? No. I'm not an ASMR person. I'm not an ASMR-er. It's working. Good. We're gonna try like a couple games of Apex because I didn't get to really stream any last night because everything was broken. So we'll try a little bit tonight. I'll do a couple games. I'm just gonna queue up. Well, I should probably make it so you guys can see the game. That's probably a good idea. But yeah. More ASMR, Vera? I mean, money talks, bullshit walks, am I right? I'm not an ASMR channel. Cam, back to stream? Huh? Well, it says there's no problems. Don't jinx it, I swear. If one of you guys jinxes it, Bullet Shepherd, I'm watching you. You are being watched. You are being watched right now. Alright. Alright. Let's try it. I think that you guys can hear the background music the background audio of Apex just fine. Actually, it's probably fucking low. I have to wait though, because I have to wait for I can't change the volume level here, but you guys can hear the music in the background. The synth music. Oh my gosh, it's doing it again! YouTube, please don't do this. YouTube, please. Hurry. Please don't be broken. Please don't do the broke. Please don't. No. Can you play as the newest character? Yeah. If YouTube will let me, I will totally play as the newest character after this. I could have, I just didn't queue as her. Where do I want my face to be? I'll put my face over here. Why not? I'm gonna make my face a little bit smaller as well. Okay, guys. Well, no game sound. Let me crank this bitch up. I cranked it. You guys should be able to hear it now. But hi, guys. Hello, all 70 of you guys. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing good. We did our talk stream. We talked about a couple of different things, and I thought I'd do a couple of casual games of Apex just to end the stream with. Why not, right? The more content, the better. You guys should be able to hear the volume of the game just fine now. Fuck. Let me counter their sonar with my sonar. Oh, my team's already dying. This is what I call a not good one. Oh yeah, this is a wipe game. There's a sniper. Wow, that's really helpful, don't you think? Wow, a sniper. Oh no, YouTube is dipping again. Well, we came, we saw, we conquered, we tried. Oh, that's loud. Holy crap. Okay, one is down. I'm gonna grenade. Fuck. Shit. Oh, I'm effed. Yep, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep, it's lagging again. And it's not because I opened a game. It's literally YouTube. Because we were laggy before I even opened the game. Well, my team sucks. I'm dead. I'm gonna leave this game. That didn't count. I'll try the new character. I have never had this problem with YouTube. Just being... Well, okay, so I've had lag problems with YouTube. But not where, like... it's not laggy anywhere else. It's not having a problem connecting anywhere else. Encoder lag, Apex is... It's not because of Apex, though. I didn't even have Apex open before the stream started being broken. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. Ugh. Guys. No. Yeah, I got into a bad team. It probably looks like 2 frames a second for you guys. You guys can probably barely see what's going on. I'll try out the new character Horizon for a game or two.
Maybe YouTube will work, maybe it won't. It would be amazing if YouTube would work, but unfortunately, it just kind of seems like it's not going to. The second night in a row, I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with YouTube. 2 nights in a row? I just don't understand. Because, like, it haven't had any problems. And then suddenly, like, just yesterday, it decided, nah, we don't like your stream. Well, I'll try one more game, guys. And if YouTube continues not to work, then we tried. I don't know what exactly the issue is. So our stream was going fine. There was no lag on stream for at least an hour. Oh, we have an AFKer. Of course we have an AFKer. They're fucking AFK, aren't they? I'm gonna leave this game. That was a waste of a game. The stream was fine for an hour. And almost a half. The stream was fine for almost an hour and a half. And now suddenly the stream is just big F'd. And I don't know why. No clue. Alright, I'm gonna try Horizon. YouTube sus. YouTube, if you could not be broken, that'd be amazing. Whew. I'm curious, what's the, maybe someone in chat will know, what's the lowest recommended for upload speed? Because my upload's like 16 right now, so it's perfectly fine, but I was just curious. I don't know the number off the top of my head. Pepper is always playing. Pepper always plays Apex, yeah. Yeah, that teammate was AFK, so we ended up landing nowhere. Oh no, it was lagging before I even opened Apex. Oh yeah, the game was lagging before I opened Apex. Oh, I stole the oh, they stole the hemlock. Oh, that son of a bitch. Well, at least I got the blue armor. That's nice. That's nice. I like the blue armor. I don't know where all of the enemies are, though. I don't see anyone. Nope. I don't see anyone. Hey! A purple backpack! That's pretty nice. See, the game was... So, the stream got laggy before I even opened Apex. So that's the problem. If it was Apex, I would completely understand that it would be that problem, but the game was laggy before... I mean, the stream was laggy before I even opened it. That's the problem. There are a ton of shields here. I guess I'll just grab this, why not? Hey, an R301, my favorite gun in the game. Yeah, I mean, all of my settings are fine. I haven't changed any of my settings at all. So I don't know why all of a sudden, like, the past 2 nights, YouTube's been messing up so much. It'd be great if they would, I don't know, not... Hey, another R301. R301 too good. Such a good gun. How's the character? I've actually really enjoyed this character. She isn't... I don't know. She's... Okay, so I like Bloodhound a lot. Bloodhound is one of the main characters that I play. But... she is a good character. If you can time her throws correctly, now that's obviously a huge thing with new characters and just characters in general. It just depends on the timing and if you can time the moves properly, which her, you do need to time them really well. I've enjoyed her though. I've gotten used to her. Let me craft really quickly. What can I craft? What? It says there's another thing to... Oh, it's here. I was looking the wrong direction on my minimap. Whoops. Let me do some crafting really quick. She's really fun though. If you can really have that precision with her, she's good. What do I want? I guess I'll grab the purple. I don't really need anything else to be honest. I have quite enough ammo. I guess I'll just grab, I don't know, kits. Why not? Why not? And my game is not lagging at all. Streamlabs isn't having any problems. It's literally YouTube. What a shame. I don't know how it is for you guys now. Is it good? Is it bad still? It's probably bad still. Is Lobo good? No. Lobo's not really good. The problem with Lobo is that she's very, she's good early game because you can get tons of loot, but after that, she's just kind of like a useless character. Is this teammate gonna get in? I have a Spitfire. I don't really like the Spitfire. I want a Hemlock. But the other teammate stole the Hemlock straight out from me. This is Battletoads. This is, in fact, not Battletoads. Is Loba good? No. Loba is not good. Lobo is not good. Still scuffed? Big F. That sucks. Well, that sucks. Is my audio still working fine? Well, guys, we tried. It's bad neutral? Damn. Did I see someone over here? No. Am I nuts? Yeah, I think so. Ooh, a 3. Ooh, let me get that. I'ma call dibs. Oh yeah, stream's still bad. Stream's still bad. Well, guys, at least you can hear my voice. I hope that you're all doing good tonight. You know, what are you guys up to? I'm curious. Besides listening to me, my voice, my clean audio with this nice SM7B. The scuffed gameplay. Are you guys playing anything yourselves? Are you ready for the next generation of gaming to start? Yes, it is an SM7B, and I haven't had it for that long, so I'm still working on settings. Is there a broken character? There's no broken characters. If you mean broken as an OP good, I mean Bloodhound is really good. What's her name? Lifeline is really good. If you want to play heals, a support, she's pretty good. I'm gonna try to grab some more heavy ammo if I can find any. There are some good characters, yeah. Ready for Valhalla? Hey, fair enough, you know? I haven't pre-ordered Valhalla at all. So many $70 games coming out. $1,000 worth of consoles. Lots of stuff to be purchased. Ooh, oh, well, there goes the R301. I like the R301 a lot. I do. I really, really do. But I also really like the R99 lately. I used to hate the R99, and now suddenly I'm like, yeah, she cool. I don't think there's anyone here anymore, though. I don't see anyone, at least. Yeah. Well, guys, we tried. Other than listening to your clean audio, my youngest found an arrowhead today, and we made a video about it. Nice, Grizz. I think I have a purple backpack, correct? I do. Yep. Leveling in WoW, the pre-patch. Nice. I'll be playing Shadowlands when it launches. Not next week, the week after. I am going to do a new character. I'm going to start a new character in WoW to look at the new leveling experience. And I do also have a max level character, but I'm going to start a new character when it launches next week. I hear shooting. I don't see anyone though. No, no ma'am. I do not see anyone. Hey, it's the Hemlock. How are you doing, Hemlock? What the fuck? What is my stupid fucking teammate doing? Hello? Alright, I cracked the shield. I almost downed them. Jeez. Oh no! Stop, you stupids. Why would my teammate jump down there? Why would you do that though? You are dumb. You are big dumb. Why would you do that? See, now I have to try to res my teammates, or else nothing's gonna get done. Oh, yeah. I jumped down because my teammate jumped down, and if one of us is gonna die, we're both just dead. See, I cracked one, I killed one. My teammate does nothing to one. And of course. I mean, my teammates shouldn't have jumped down here. We could have killed them easy. Hey, she eliminated the squad. Nice. Oh yeah, stream keeps big effing. That sucks. Well, we're trying, guys. We're trying. Evo. Let me grab all this. Why not? Let me med. We're gonna have to run like the wind. Wow, there's a lot of boxes. This is a lot of boxes. Oh my goodness. It's kind of funny because you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. What are, oh, I'm GG. It's GG. My teammate's down. My teammate isn't even running towards me. There's no point. Yeah, there's no point. We're literally just dead. We're literally just dead. My teammates completely, like, left. Yeah, how was I supposed to fight that? What was my damage? I have 500 damage. And my teammates just completely, yeah. Anyway, guys, the stream has gotten worse. I'm going to end the live stream here. We got 2 games of Apex in. They were shorter games. But unfortunately, just because of YouTube tonight again, I can't continue the live stream, unfortunately. There are so many errors. The stream was perfectly fine when we were just doing talk stream stuff, and I didn't even open Apex, and the stream started to go terribly wrong very quickly, and I have no clue why. It's on YouTube's end, which is all I know, because nothing else is giving me a problems, but YouTube keeps saying errors, and it's YouTube, which is very unfortunate. But you guys, I tried. We did our talk stream, which was good. I tried to do 2 games of Apex. It didn't work out as well as it could have, but I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. If you are not already, please make sure to join our Discord. We are very active there. I tag you all when I go live in case YouTube doesn't notify you. Please consider following me on social media. And if you want to support the channel monetarily, you can become a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month. All of the links are in the description of the stream in case you want to support and you're watching this back. And of course, if you're in stream, please consider supporting the channel. None of my content is currently monetized, so all of your support helps a ton. Thank you for the donations tonight, Bullet